We all want to grow. We want to be better, stronger, more successful, more disciplined. We want to achieve things that matter, things that feel meaningful. But what we often forget is that growth is not something that comes for free. It demands something in return. It asks for a price. And that price, it's usually everything you're trying to avoid. Growth doesn't happen in comfort. It doesn't happen when things are easy. It happens in discomfort, in pain, in failure. It happens when you feel like quitting, but you keep going anyway. When everything in you screams to stop, and yet you show up again the next day. People glorify success, but they rarely talk about what it costs. They see the wins, the glow-ups, the money, the achievements. But what they don't see are the lonely nights, the hours spent doubting yourself, the sacrifices made in silence, the relationships that were lost, the peace that was sometimes traded for progress. Growth demands discipline when motivation fades. It requires you to say no when everyone else is saying yes. It forces you to leave behind old versions of yourself, versions that felt familiar, even safe, in order to step into a future that's uncertain and full of risk. And that process is brutal, because letting go of who you were is painful, even when it's necessary. You might lose friends. You might feel misunderstood. You might find yourself walking alone for a while. Not everyone is meant to go where you're going, and that realization hurts, but it's part of the price. You can't grow and stay the same. You can't rise and stay grounded in the same place. Growth is messy. It looks like crying in silence, getting back up, failing again, learning, adjusting, pushing forward. It's not glamorous. It's not meant to be. Because what you're building isn't just external success. You're building resilience. You're developing a mind that doesn't fold under pressure. You're forging a version of you that can handle the weight of your own potential. It takes years sometimes, not months, not weeks, years, of consistent effort, of facing rejection, of reinventing yourself over and over again. And through that time, most people won't see your effort. They won't applaud you. They won't understand why you're working so hard. And that's okay, because this path isn't about them. It's about you. You'll have to train your mind to find peace in the struggle, to embrace discomfort like a familiar friend, because discomfort is a sign of expansion. It means you're leaving the old and stepping into the new. And every time you resist the urge to give up, you grow stronger. Every time you keep going despite fear, you become more powerful. The truth is, growth will cost you who you used to be. But what you'll gain in return is something greater. You'll gain clarity. You'll gain purpose. You'll gain the ability to stand tall when everything around you is falling apart. This world doesn't reward potential. It rewards perseverance. It rewards the ones who didn't quit, the ones who stayed when it got hard, the ones who made the decision every single day to keep going. So if you're on that path right now, if you feel the weight of change, the exhaustion of effort, the loneliness of sacrifice, just know this: it's the price. You're paying the price. And one day you'll look back and realize it was worth every second. Not because of what you achieved, but because of who you became.